EP44 opening script. Finalist second Proud Korean Screenplay Competition. Original screenplay, Scorpio, adapted into the 123 episode. Epic spy thriller, Beauty Spy War. Episode 44, We Should Have Collected GSR. Episode 43 recap. Eun-ah admitted to NIS special ward. Daebeom arrives with sushi after work. I'm giving it to you because you're pretty. I am, in fact, devastatingly beautiful. Tension melts, then the sharp question lands. Why couldn't our operative draw his gun in time? Hand moves to the suprasternal notch. Adam's apple barely moves, forced swallow. Daebeom catches every nonverbal signal. Consults drive. Eun-ah at the NFS. The bedsheet in Sang-wook's room was disturbed. On the night of the incident. Who said that? Who's saying this? Today's episode 44. The attending nurse raises strong suspicions. As if someone used it and loosely replaced it. Was the sheet used to wrap the gun hiding GSR? Keep all possibilities open, even if it's one of our own. Investigators race to Seoul outskirts laundry factory. Find only the pink ones. The washing machine is already running. Hard of hearing worker Choi. Doesn't hear the warning. Damn it, it's all soaking wet. 3 NFS experts gather. Haunted by the same question. We should have collected GSR. From the female operative at the scene. That was honestly my mistake. Lie detector arrives. Doctor G, please help us. Episode 44 begins now. Episode 44. We should have collected GSR. One operative walked into the conference room, expression loaded with meaning. The bedsheet in Sang-wook's hospital room apparently. It was disturbed on the day of the incident. Who said that? The operative read the room first. Checking whether this was the right moment to speak. Go ahead and talk. The bedsheet in Sang-wook's room was disturbed? Yes. The attending nurse mentioned it. The attending nurse? Come on, tell me. What did it look like? As if someone had used it and then loosely replaced it. Is that right? It wasn't left the way the nurse had arranged it? Yes. The nurse said she knows her own style, so she found it strange. And she raised a strong point with me. There's absolutely no way a critical patient could have moved on their own. That's right. A critical patient couldn't pull the sheet around and move it themselves. Either way, she said the sheet was not in the form she had left it. Then who touched it? Why would anyone touch a perfectly still bedsheet? There had to be a purpose. Exactly. From the perpetrator's perspective, they must have had a plan for what to do with that sheet. Hearing it laid out like that, this person is incredibly calculated. Why? Why did they touch it? If they did touch it, did they put it back? And yet the shape isn't what it originally was. Have you ever imagined this scenario? What scenario? Someone seized our operative's weapon and shot our operative in the thigh. Seized it? But didn't want GSR on their hands. So they used the critical patient's bedsheet. Oh, that actually makes sense. But there's no way our operative Eun-ah would do something like that. Then what did you tell me? What did I say? Keep all possibilities open, even if it's one of our own? Ah, that's absolutely right. Is there any law that says none of us would ever stab each other in the back? Could it be that someone wrapped the weapon to avoid getting GSR on their hands? You're right. I was just thinking exactly the same thing. Or they used the sheet during the fight itself? Would you need to use a sheet during a fight? If someone's swinging a blade, wrapping your arm in a sheet is perfect protection, isn't it? Yes, great for protection. Exactly. Wrap it around and you can defend yourself without getting cut. So the answer lies with our operatives? You could speculate that one of the two used the sheet. Wrapping the weapon. Ah, that one doesn't quite add up. Why not? According to Eun-ah, our operative couldn't get the gun out cleanly, hesitating at the holster. That's exactly why we should keep all possibilities open. Whoever it may be. If the weapon was wrapped, we need to find that sheet first. Can we even find that sheet at this point? Then move fast. If we find even trace GSR that proves the weapon was wrapped. And then it's game over, isn't it? Should I get word out to the operatives right now? If we don't move right this second, we may regret it forever. Move. I'll find out which facility handles the laundry. A hospital this size, they must be sending everything to a large commercial laundry facility, don't you think? Yes. Which large laundry facility they contract with. Where the sheets used last Friday are being laundered. Whether they've already been washed. I'll find out. Move fast. If the weapon was wrapped in that sheet, there'll be at least some GSR. Even the faintest trace needs to still be there. If it was wrapped around someone's arm during the fight, there'll certainly be skin cells or dead skin flakes as well, right? Yes. Exactly that. A laundry facility on the outskirts of Seoul. Multiple industrial washing machines churning without pause. Yongdae and several investigators strode quickly into the facility's management office. An older employee looked up at the group of strangers and rose from his seat. How can I help you? This is the laundry facility for Samgung Hospital, right? You handle all their laundry here? Yes. But what's this about? We'll explain later. The laundry that came in last Friday. You're washing that now? Oh, Friday? If it came in Friday, it would be going in about now. What do you need? We said we'll explain later. It hasn't been washed yet, has it? Where is it? You'd have to see for yourself on the floor. The laundry isn't exactly made of gold. No time, let's go quickly. Right over there. That enormous pile stacked up over there. The investigators fell silent at the sheer volume of sheets before them. Mind if we have a look through them? Go right ahead. Just then a phone rang. Yes, it's me. We just arrived. Don't bother looking through everything else. Just look at the private ward ones. Are they marked as private ward? The color is different. They're a light pink. Just find out whether the pink sheets have been washed. Ah, pink. We'll look for only the pink ones. Yes. GSR evaporates after about 4 hours. Analysis becomes nearly impossible after that. You need to hurry. Time has already passed, but we'll check on the private ward pink sheets. Young-dae ended the call. Excuse me, sir. Have the pink sheets for the hospital's private ward been laundered yet? Pink? They're going in right now. Those private ward ones always go first. The detergent we use is the most expensive imported brand too. They're going in right now? Where? Over there, those going into that washing machine? Tell them to wait just a moment. Wait. Hey Choi. Hold on a second. Hey, stop it. Stop the machine. But the elderly worker Choi standing at the washing machine, whether from hearing loss or otherwise, simply ran it. The grizzled team leader sprinted over and forced the machine to a stop. I said, wait, can't you hear? Come on, man. I'm so sorry. Choi bowed repeatedly, apologizing profusely. We should just fire this old man. He can never do anything right when you ask him. Young-dae pulled out some of the sheets from the halted industrial washing machine. Water dripping heavily from them. Oh, damn. What use is this? They're completely soaked. The older employee couldn't help but weigh in. What can I do about this? How was I supposed to know important people from the government were coming? I'm already furious. Why are you being so difficult, sir? Difficult? Well, the nerve the way you talk. That's enough. Everyone back to the vehicles. These are not people to underestimate. Calculated and meticulous, real professionals. How did these people find out which hospital Sang-wook was admitted to? If their network has tentacles reaching inside our organization, it wouldn't be impossible. I think the same. We've found evidence of someone rappelling down from the rooftop. The rooftop access must have been open. The rooftop is kept permanently accessible for emergency fire evacuation. The rope used to descend from the rooftop is also being analyzed. Being analyzed? We're trying to lift fingerprints. But it seems whoever did it was wearing gloves. Then why was that rope up there? Was it prepared in advance? It appears to be a rope left over on the exterior wall from a renovation the hospital carried out in part of the building not long ago. But what's truly chilling, how did they plan to kill Sang-wook with drugs, when he's barely clinging to life as a critical patient? That man's lifeline is stronger than steel rope. It's an incredible relief that he survived. But there's no telling when they might try again. Either way, thank heavens. Truly. Now that we've caught our breath, shall we pursue the investigation with all possibilities open? Yes. Understood. The Ballistics Experts Research Laboratory. Dr. Ju Yong-chul was going through foreign academic papers, searching for cases that were virtually unheard of in Korea. From the office next door drive, Ji Jang-woo drifted in, restless with boredom. A man who had specialized in criminal psychology, and once served as national president of the Polygraph Research Association. A leader who had spearheaded exchange and cooperation with numerous organizations, the Ministry of National Defense, NIS, prosecutors, and police alike. Just then a knock at the door. Dr. Go-eun-hee stepped in. Dr. Ju, you're working late? Oh, Dr. G is here too? Dr. Go, welcome. Did you two plan to come together? No, I saw the light on, so I knocked. Well, Dr. Go, always a pleasure. Dr. G, anything new? Nothing new exactly. But it seems this still isn't resolved. Looks like that grilled pollock and soju at Sungan Market will have to wait. Dr. G, I just can't get past this. Something feels off and I can't produce an answer. What part isn't coming together? When the firing pin strikes the primer of a cartridge, enormous pressure is generated. Theoretically enormous pressure, yes. And the back portion of the casing is made of relatively softer metal, which is why it leaves marks. I know that. But did the NIS operative really draw his own weapon and actually shoot himself in the thigh? Why? You find it hard to believe too, Dr. G? Yes. Something feels off. This is someone who's trained to shoot even while eating. Same here. Really? I was only thinking about whether it was self-inflicted or not, and only focused on the firing angle simulation. Dr. Go tilted her head slightly and asked, "What about the GSR?" At the time almost no GSR came back from the operative. But it never even occurred to me to collect from the female operative who was present. Even our great doctor occasionally overlooks something critically important. I see. Yes, that was honestly my mistake. I've read that in foreign cases, GSR evaporates over time and becomes virtually undetectable. That's true, but it never crossed my mind. That someone might have wrapped the weapon in a sheet or handkerchief. The fight scene and the bed were a little distance apart, after all. Right. Looking at the floor plan, the patient's bed is set somewhat apart from there. The gunshot wound matters, but the decisive blow was the broken neck. Twist and snap, that's what killed him. Was it really just one shot? I was curious about that too. Just one shot? Not even two? Yes, just one. If an assassin had seized the operative's weapon and fired, would they have stopped at one shot? They'd have fired several. Confirming the kill is basic human instinct. You think so too, Dr. G? Of course. Save bullets and get a commendation? A medal? I'd fire every last round. Exactly. Foreign literature also breaks down statistics by location of wound, distinguishing self-inflicted from homicide. Which location comes up most? Which do you think? Take a guess, Dr. G. Common sense says the largest surface areas would be most common, easiest to hit, least margin for error. If you miss, you might end up dead yourself. You know your stuff. So which area would it be? Abdomen or chest, naturally? Correct, exactly right. Abdomen and chest account for nearly 50%. Then for cases like this one, arms and legs, what percentage? Doctor. Go, what would you estimate? Death from a limb wound is a mere 2%. 2%, that's an extraordinarily low figure. Exactly so. That operative, despite being shot in the thigh, had a low probability of dying from the wound alone. Such a needless death then. If not for the external neck snap, he could have survived. Dr. Ju, then why are you still so troubled? In typical self-inflicted cases, the weapon is either still in the victim's hand, or it falls to the right side. Not to the left? For a left-handed person it would fall to the left. We should have collected GSR from the female operative, who was present at that scene. Not doing so, that was a very grave mistake on my part. Of course she's probably not the perpetrator. But our NFS needs to account for every possibility. The faces of the 3 NFS experts darkened heavy with regret. If something still feels off, send her to me. I'll run a polygraph examination. Of course, it's ultimately a decision for the NIS to make. You're right, that's a good approach. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Dr. G, please help us. EP44 ending script. Episode 44 highlights. Secret of the bedsheet. The attending nurse raises strong suspicions, as if someone used it and loosely replaced it. A critical patient could never move the sheet alone. Was the sheet used to wrap the gun hiding GSR? Keep all possibilities open, even if it's one of our own. If we find even trace GSR, game over. Seoul outskirts laundry factory, urgent chase. Mountains of hospital sheets piled high. Pale pink exclusive to the private ward. GSR evaporates after just 4 hours. Find only the pink ones. The washing machine is already running. Hard of hearing worker Choi doesn't hear the warning in time. Factory manager sprints, forces the machine to stop. Damn it, it's all soaking wet. Evidence hanging by a thread. Rooftop rope analysis. Sophisticated and meticulous assassination team. Evidence of rappelling down from the rooftop. Rope left over from recent hospital renovation. Used without hesitation. Gloves worn, fingerprint extraction near impossible. How did they find out Sang-wook was in this hospital? Thank heavens he's incredibly lucky to be alive. 3 NFS experts haunted by regret. Ballistics expert Dr. Ju Yong-chul. Criminal psychology expert Dr. Ji Jang-woo. Forensic expert Dr. Go Eun-hee. Just one shot. An assassin would have fired more. Confirming the kill is basic human instinct. Torso and abdomen 50%. Versus limbs only 2%. We should have collected GSR from the female operative at the scene. That was honestly my mistake. 3 faces darken with regret and silence. Explosive cliffhanger lie detector. If something feels off, send her to me. I'll run a polygraph examination. Dr. G, please help us. Ballistics behavioral psychology. Polygraph. The net around Eun-ah. Titans from 3 directions at once. Episode 45 preview. Will Eun-ah face the polygraph? Will GSR survive on the washed sheet? The investigation net closes completely. Finalist second Proud Korean Screenplay Competition. Original screenplay, Scorpio, adapted into the 123 episode. Epic spy thriller, beauty spy war. New episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Thank you for watching.